Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Toonkind at 12 FPS. This one is called What's on the Menu? I am Wick. I'm going to be playing a stranger up until a little bit from now. And with me is the lovely.
Hi, I'm Avi. Uh, I'll be playing Arata Satomi, your local real kind thief boy. Yeah.
This thief boy has had a day, huh?
Uh, yeah, I think timeline wise this is probably the next day after um comfort food, but yeah.
Yeah, but still, I mean, working in the end is probably kind of tough sometimes, though. But it looks
Yes.
like it's closer to the end of the day. Not quite closing time, but a little earlier than that.
Mhm.
And here we are at the last one in. And Arata, what are you doing?
Um I think Arata is well, it is closer to closing time, so there probably isn't any like customers right now. The inn has always been slow when it comes to business in the restaurant area, at least. So like he's probably like just either. I think what he's doing is that he's already finished cleaning up the dishes. So at this point, he's probably like sitting behind the counter, probably reading one of his letters. Yeah. Genie is probably under the counter as well.
Okay. So as you are perusing one of your letters, is what kind of door? Does it have like a little bell or?
It does have a bell, yeah.
Yes. Okay. So you hear the doors swing open and the little bell go ding, 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 and you see somebody walk in. And I'm actually just going to put the ref right now.
Oh boy.
And I will describe them though. So you see this real kind human with pink hair and sunglasses. And
Oh, he looks like a
uh,
punk.
he looks like a he does look like a punk. Uh, he's got like a he's got a turtleneck with like a blazer, but he's also got like a chain and like some kind of belts. You're not really sure. Are those jeans? You don't even know that they had jeans here. Uh, and some shoes, I guess. Man, I'm real good at describing today.
Oh, mood.
But but yeah, as far as you can tell, looks like a real kind human. And he just kind of strolls in, and kind of he's doing that thing where you're looking around the place, not just the kind of, oh, I haven't been here before. It's kind of that touristy look around, like, wow, this whoa, you know?
Yeah, yeah. That's fine. If you want, I can give it like a brief description of the first floor of the last one in. I don't have a map, but I do have a mental image.
Ooh, yeah, yes.
Okay, so the door opens directly in front, and it's a pretty open room. Um, but there is a wall that sections off the front of the building, kind of like an entryway, and it's like a little lounge area where you can wait beside the front counter where you're supposed to check in for the like for a room or whatever. But beyond that like wall area is the restaurant, and right in that entryway there's a I guess I forgot what it's called, like some sort of stand. They have like a couple of brochures of Toontown. There's probably a map of the town, but there is a collection of newspapers that have been like stacked, and you can just pick up. The restaurant itself is a little narrow. Right before it is a staircase that leads up to the rooms, and in the restaurant itself, there's like a couple of booths on the far wall to the right, with tables, and in the middle area there's like actual round tables that you can sit at, and then there's a counter that Arata is standing behind or sitting behind right now that has stools. Um, and you can see that this little like restaurant area is a little bit small. As in, you can see that the kitchen appliances are right there. You could essentially watch this guy cook as you sit down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And currently, this place smells like a balance with coffee and curry. It's interesting, but not unpleasant, surprisingly.
It was good. I like that.
Yeah.
But hold on, I'm actually gonna roll something. Oh yeah, okay. So I am very happy to say that is perception. This dude totally totally ignores like the very helpful brochures that are there, and actually most of the stuff that's around. But
Oops.
they kind of zone in on you, Arata. Um, and they kind of do make a bit of a beeline for the counter.
Alright, I think in that
Um,
case, Arata folds up the letter and puts it in his bag that's like under the counter, out of sight. Uh, and he goes, "Hi, hey there. What can I help you with?"
uh, this that this man holds out his hand for a handshake. Hello, it's nice to meet you.
Arata kind of tentatively takes this guy's hand and shakes it. Nice to meet you too.
Oh, sorry, I should have introduced myself first. I'm Nakabe. I'm new here in Toontown. I've been to Inkwell, but this place, it's new.
Oh, okay. You're visiting.
Yeah, yeah, visiting. But and he kind of like sniffs the air a little bit. Is that is that curry?
Yeah.
And, and even though he has these sunglasses on, it's almost as if you can kind of like see him sparkle for a minute. Well, I haven't had curry in ages. And he kind of pulls a stool back and kind of just sits down.
All right. So I take it that's your order.
well, the what else is on the menu?
Give me a sec. Cause I did not write this down because I was big forgetful. Give me like 2 second, guys. Oh my god. Firefox, don't do this to me. No.
Just playing some smooth jazz.
Yeah, Firefox kind of just died on my end. There we go.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, He goes, I've got curry. That's our specialty. We got gyutan stew, salmon bowls, seafood, miso ramen, um, jing. I can't pronounce this. Uh, Jingisukan. I got goat soup, soba, champuru, and crab hot pot. Any of those sound interesting?
That's that's quite a lot.
Yeah, I picked up a lot
Hmm.
of recipes lately.
Hmm. But you said that the curry is your specialty.
Uh, Arata grins and he says, "Yeah, it's what I make best."
Oh, so you're the one that cooks around here.
Yep.
Nice. Then in that case, perhaps I will have the curry. And he gives kind of like a bit of a wry smile, like, yeah, curry.
All right. In that case, um, as I hear noises from the other room, um, and in that case, Arata moves to get up from his seat, and he goes towards the area over the stove, and he goes, "Okay, how spicy you want it?"
Hmm. That's a good question. And I just haven't eaten curry in a long time, so but I always used to like it spicy, not mild, so I guess whatever your heart desires.
All right. And I'm going to make a roll real quick. What the fuck?
Yeah. Hello? Is that a good what the fuck? Is that a
No, that is
bad
an
what the
absolutely good what the fuck, but also my boy just
Oh shit.
my boy just got a nat 20 on making curry.
And that's actually you don't know how helpful that is. Because Arata, as you I'm assuming you're starting to get the stuff to make the curry.
Yeah.
Uh, this man continues talking, Nakabe. Uh, to have curry again. It really is nice. You know, I used to do a lot of freelance work as a food critic.
Really?
Yeah. I used to go around different restaurants, try all sorts of stuff, but oh, my favorite will always be curry.
Yes, that makes you a curry connoisseur.
Yeah, I guess. But by the way, Arata, did you make a perception check
Yes, I
or
can.
investigation, whichever you.
His perception is better, so you know what? Come on, my boy. That's not too bad.
17. That's pretty good. So you kind of glance behind you. I'm assuming you're like facing away from them, I think, or
Yeah, 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 yeah.
are you facing towards them? I'm sorry, which one?
No, he's facing away, so he looks over his shoulder.
Uh, so at the quick glances you make, this guy really is a strange looking character. Uh, you know, besides the sunglasses that he's still wearing indoors, the pink hair, kind of punk look,
Yeah.
kind
Oh
of
boy.
weird. But you also notice something else. He is wearing some kind of bag or pack on his back. Um, it's black, pretty nondescript. It kind of looks like a guitar bag, like you know what those look like, but
Yes.
like a little smaller ish, and it's like I don't know, it's a little weirdly shaped, but yeah, he's wearing that and has not taken it off. Um, but for now, he's just kind of resting his chin on his hands. He kind of has like his hands folded, and he's just kind of leaning there, and he's just kind of looking around, mostly returning his gaze to you cooking. He's kind of, he ordered food. He's gonna wait.
Oh no. Because Arata knows that you can see him as he cooks. He does this. I think this is what the Nat 20 is. He does it in a way that's kind of show offy. Uh, there's no denying the fact that Arata looks young, right? But
Yeah.
he the way he handles a knife is probably not a way an 18-year-old should be handling a knife.
Oh my
Because
goodness.
he's doing like really fancy like flips and stuff with it. Um, he is very dexterous. Um, but there is no denying the fact that like this curry smells amazing. And because this is a restaurant and because it wasn't quite closing yet, I'm going to say that like there probably was like some curry that like probably the rice that was already cooked that like was on the stove kind of like simmering a little bit. I don't know how to make rice. Basically what I'm saying is that it doesn't take too long for Arata to make the curry, and eventually he fills up a plate for you, and he sets it on the counter in front of you.
And um, he doesn't make a move to eat quite yet. He looks back up at you, uh, and goes, "Impressive. I've never seen such handiwork in the kitchen."
Yeah, well, I picked up a few tricks.
Hmm. And yet you're quite young. How old are you?
I'm gonna be 19 in a couple of weeks.
Oh, wow. Well, happy early birthday.
Arata laughs and he goes, "Yeah, thanks." Kind of rubs at the back of his neck.
But I know how that feels. I just recently had a birthday too.
Oh,
Yeah. And he picks up his spoon and takes a scoop. Yeah, I turned 22 not too long ago. And he takes a bite, but like it it's still kind of hot, so he's like, "Oh, oh."
oh,
But
careful.
but if this man's eyes could sparkle, they would. Oh, but it's really good. He just starts eating more of it, but he has to stop. Sometimes we go, but actually, uh would you like to roll insight?
Yes. Not great, but not bad either, my dude.
Ah, okay.
Oh shit.
So nothing seems pretty amiss. This guy is just eating. But he
Squibs.
does pause for a moment. And in between mouthfuls, he goes, uh, what do you have to drink? Is there you,
I got coffee, I got tea, I've got water, I've got some soft drinks, juice, anything?
and he kind of just he scratches at his chin a little bit, which is just a tiny bit scruffy. It looks like he's thinking for a moment. Hmm, tea, but what kind of tea? Hmm. Which tea would go best with this? And he's trying to he's looking puzzled at his curry, like, huh, what would match best?
Oh god, we had this conversation a while ago.
I know we had this conversation and I forget.
Me too. I think it was like some sort of
Just pick a random one.
yeah. I think at this point, like Arata has experience with like pairing tea with curry that he picks one out for you, like he suggests it, and I'm not sure if what was his name again? No,
Nakabe.
Nakabe. And I'm not sure if like Nakabe will like accept it, but he will like suggest a few.
Oh, well, I guess I'll pick this one. And he points to one of the options.
All right. And in that case, Arata puts the other teas away and then goes to the kettle.
It kind of grows quiet for a moment, but then he kind of pipes up. So, wait staff, cook. You also own this place?
Oh no!
You'd be rather young for it.
I don't work here. I just work. I don't own the place. I just work here. Um, uh, if you want to talk to the guy who runs this place, you'll want his name's Owner.
Uh, and when can I speak with them?
Um, uh, I did not think this far ahead. Avi, did not think this far ahead. Um,
No, it's okay.
um, Arata goes, well, he went out for a little bit. He should be back in, probably before the end of the hour, but, yeah.
Uh, he kind of just picks a little at the curry, though he's not like disappointed in the curry. He just kind of he looks a little frustrated. But maybe you can answer my question.
Yeah?
You get a lot of people here. I was just wondering, perhaps, if you've seen a certain few. And he goes into his jacket and he pulls out a small stack of photographs. I won't
The vibes have
lie, I did come here
changed.
just for the food.
The vibes have changed so quickly. Sorry, I cut you off.
and and in fact, he places the kind of the he does that thing. So you place it on the table, and then like you spread it out like you're spreading cards, except he spreads out these pictures.
Yeah.
I must admit, I've kind of been slacking, but I do have to find some people. And I was just wondering, maybe they stopped by.
Alright. Should I roll something?
Yes. I guess, what could you roll?
Investigation? History?
Either that or, wait, what?
Investigation or history? They're the same modifier for him.
Well, I guess investigation will be fine then.
Alright. Oh!
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Oh. But you know what? That makes a lot of sense. Because, actually, I can't believe you rolled a one.
I can't believe it either. that 20 had to balance out somehow.
I had to balance that somehow. But it was very lucky that it balanced out here. Because, in fact, you recognize nobody in these photos. You have mostly real kind, but a couple of tunes in the mix. And no matter how much you kind of squint at them, you don't really recognize them.
Well, I'm not sure if this is the quality of the photos or the quality of my memory, but I don't think I recognize any of these people. Are you, like, doing work for a detective or something?
And he actually kind of leans over to look at the photos too. And he goes, well, my photography skills aren't as good as my food critiquing skills. So maybe it is that. But, uh, well, I am doing some investigating, if you will. And it would really help me out if, let me see. And he actually pulls a few out from the lineup. I'm guessing the most important one would probably be this one. And he isolates one photo and actually holds it out to you. What about this one? And you can actually roll again. For
Pray for me.
I shall.
Oh my fucking god!
What? Oh shit! A dirty
A dirty
20.
20.
The duality of investigating. But so I have to say, with that 20, it really helps that this picture in particular is actually pretty clear. You have a feeling actually that this photo wasn't taken by him.
Oh boy.
This was probably given. That was probably given to him. But you take a look and you see this real kind human, a man probably maybe late 20s, close to early 30s, with green eyes, blonde hair, and a brownish black suit. Uh, and at first, you're kind of just like, "Who?" But then you recall something, something, something strange. This guy looks, it's tough to compare, but they look very similar to the man in the drawing that Beth did.
Oh. Oh.
Now, what was his name? He had such a simple but such a bizarre name. I mean, like, you have a perfectly respectable name, but I don't know. He's kind of just scratching his head, like, what was it again? But anyways, have you, do you recognize them? Have you seen them?
Not, um, not in person?
Not in person. And he kind of raises an eyebrow. But you recognize him.
Sorta. I don't know if this guy's even real. Because it looks like a drawing. It looks like someone from a drawing I saw a kid make.
A kid. Oh. Oh, that makes sense. I'm pretty sure this guy had a kid. Hmm. Wonder if it's the same. But, have you met this kid?
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna roll something.
I'm gonna roll something. Okay.
Yeah, that checks out. Give me 1 second.
Me. Oh, now it's my turn to fear. What are you rolling?
I'm rolling deception, but it didn't go as well as I'd hope. I forgot that was his
Well,
modifier. But,
well, don't worry about it. Should I roll insight?
if you want, Arata doesn't.
Yeah. That's a nat one, baby. He doesn't know shit.
Arata just goes, I can't say that I have. Why are you looking for this person?
Oh, well, that's too bad. I thought at least I'd have a lead on something. And he kind of disappointedly shuffles the other photos away, but he's still holding on to the one photo he has shown you.
Yeah.
I mean, at least if I could find his kid, it might be easier to find him. And, well, I don't know if I should really be saying this, but he was involved in a little bit of white collar crime. So, I just have to turn him in, and all's well that ends well. And he gives a smile. What was the kid's name? I thought I knew that one. Uh, did they even give a name? And he starts kind of rummaging through his jacket. You see a couple of papers, but they're all kind of crumpled, so he's looking through it.
Oh my god.
Uh, I need to organize this more.
What?
He kind of just puts them back in.
What do you mean, like, white collar crime? Like, what did he do?
Hmm. Well, I don't know if it would breach confidentiality per se.
Oh,
You
by all
know,
means.
after all, I do work. Huh?
No, like, by all means, like, whatever you can tell me.
Well, I mean, oh, kind of reminds me of the stuff in Nieto. All the embezzling and fraud, all that dumb stuff.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my
Me, what did
god!
you roll? What did you roll?
That was another
What did you do?
deception!
Wait, what is this for?
This was another deception. It's
I'm
like,
gonna.
he's like, oh shit!
Okay, I'm not even gonna roll because that goes above a 20, so this guy has no modifier for insight, so.
I'm fucking crying! I'm fucking crying! Wait! Okay, no, Arata goes. Arata, in his mind, he goes, oh shit, Yeto. And then Arata just goes, oh, do you know Yeto? Are you from Yeto?
Born and raised. I was actually over there for most of my life. Well, up until, what, a decade ago? Then I decided to move to Ikewo. It's a lot more fun here. Of course, most of my work's been in Ghibli or Tezuka Nada, but I thought I would take a look over here. I wasn't having much luck there, so.
Oh my god, what a coincidence. I'm from Yeto.
Really now? And he kind of his smile goes a bit wider. Oh, that's really neat.
Yeah.
But it kind of sucked there sometimes, right?
Oh, you have no idea.
uh, but I do kind of miss it. Weird way. And he kind of looks wistfully at his plate of curry, which is now empty. The food was good. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I get that. You said you left like what, a decade ago?
Uh, yeah. Things were kind of dull and hellish. But, you know, sometimes you gotta travel.
Yeah, I get that.
Uh, would you would you like to make either an intelligence or an insight roll? You can do either or.
Well, his insight's better than his regular intelligence, so again, not the greatest, buddy. 12. Yeah.
Just a moment. He continues. Yes, it was nice to go on my own, see the sights. Yeah, it can get a little lonely, but it's not too bad. But as he says this, you realize something. If this man is really 22, that would have made him 12 when he arrived here. And would a 12-year-old really be wandering around on their own?
Huh. Huh.
You just go, huh, about that.
Huh. I think Arata's picking up so many sus vibes from this man. But he is just holy shit.
Well, that was a nice meal. Let me just finish my tea, and I guess I'll have to be on my way. He kind of starts sipping at his tea.
Yeah, sorry, you said you left a decade ago, but you're 22?
Oh, that's right. That would make me 12. Well, I was a little bit of a rascal when I was younger. So, I kind of left without my family knowing. But you can tell by now, this dude is sweating. He rolled a nat one. He is definitely lying.
Uh-huh. Uh, That's me just being
Me
like,
puts out as many sus vibes as possible.
I'm so. Here's the thing. This isn't Arata's business, but at the same time, they asked about someone that was in a drawing that Bevan made?
uh,
Who is this man?
Who is this man? But as he is finishing his tea, um, another person walks into the inn, into this little restaurant area. They don't really make much comment or much eye contact, and they sit kind of near the end of the counter.
Alright, I think in that case, Arata kind of like does like a sort of double take, and then he like kind of like tries to gather himself, and he goes, "Hey, what can I do for you?"
And they don't really say anything at first. Uh, you kind of notice that their eyes kind of shift from the counter to you, back to the counter, kind of off to the side, and uh, they just say, "Whatever you just made."
Alright, you got it. And Arata moves to make some more curry. Well, he just made curry and it's still on the stove, so it's like probably still warm, so he's probably going to serve that in that case. What was that whirl?
As you do so, um, uh, Nakabe is kind of swirling a little bit of the tea. Like there's literally almost nothing in there. There's just kind of like whatever residue is left.
Oh
um,
boy.
and he actually pulls the photos back out and starts looking through them, occasionally glancing up at you, and sometimes at this other person.
I think in that case, Arata sets down the plate of curry for this new person, and a cup of tea for them. Is this new person real kind or Toon?
So far, it is difficult to tell. They're they're kind of wearing like a gray cloak that is pulled over their head. You can still kind of see their eyes. You're thinking that they might be a Toon, but you're not quite sure. Okay. So sorry, me losing my train of thought. Yes, but Nakabit flipping through a couple of pictures stops at one photo, and you don't see their head move, but you have a feeling that their eyes under their sunglasses is looking at this person at the end of the counter.
Oh no. Can Arata see the picture at all?
Um, I mean, if you want to roll perception, I guess.
Here we go. You know what? You know what?
Oh my God. Well, to be fair, you're kind of busy trying to prepare the curry just to serve it out and, give it to this guy. And you're also just mulling over the fact that this dude has a picture of this guy who is in the drawing. And you're just kind of like, uh. But, Nakabe kind of just places it on the table, the photo,
Mm-hmm.
and kind of stretches a little, gives a little yawn. Oh, well, that was certainly a nice meal.
Glad you enjoyed it.
Thanks. And yeah, he stands up from the stool. He pushes it in, but he picks up the photo and taking a couple of steps towards the person at the end of the counter, who, with each passing step, kind of shrinks in a little bit at a time.
Arata is on high alert now. He's trying to make it seem like he's not watching this, but he's absolutely watching it. Actually, I'm gonna roll, I guess, stealth?
Sure.
Oh my fucking god. You always get the good rolls for some of the more subtle things, my boy. What was your stealth? Oh my fucking god, that's right. Oh my fucking god. Okay. Okay. No, this can't be right. This can't be right. No, it
Uh-oh.
is. It is.
Hello? Holy shit! Sorry to break the tension for a hot second, but you got a 27. And my brain can only think of the one vine where it's like, happy 1 year. I'm 27. See?
No, I had to do the math again for his expertise, and I was like, no way it's that much. And then I look at it, and it's like, oh no, it is that much.
Oh, it is. Well, to be fair, Nakabe is not focused on you anymore.
Arata's
And
kind of like sinks into the background a little bit, but he's still kind of watching this take place. This is his restaurant. It may not be his inn, but it is his restaurant.
So Nakabe is probably maybe about a foot or so away from this other individual. And then they just casually lean on the counter and say, "Hey, how you doing? this is you, right? And they kind of slide the photo a little bit towards them, kind of next to their plate of curry. They uh they take a look, then they look up at Nakabe and back down at the photo. Is there something you needed? Hmm. Ah, well, if this is you, I would suggest that you don't run.
Hey,
And and see, let me paint the picture for you. Very casually, they do wrap an arm around them until you realize that they're holding a hand axe. It is now at this person's neck.
hey, 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 hey. No weapons in the
Oh,
inn.
oh, well,
That's
that's quite a shame.
especially not in my restaurant.
Oh, oh, I'm so sorry, Arata. And he actually does pull back his arm. But you see, this is one of the people I'm looking for, a criminal. And he looks pointedly at this individual who you didn't think they could shrink any farther into themselves, but they have. uh,
What, you're
maybe I should
going
have
to
made things a little
kill
more
them
clear.
right here? What the hell is
Killed
wrong?
them.
You're holding a
Killed them. Oh,
goddamn
you.
hand axe. What else am I going to fucking think?
Oh, language, my dear boy.
Don't fucking language me.
Me laughing. Oh, well. Oh, I suppose I stepped on a couple toes here. Um, I guess I should be a little more forward. I used to be a food critic, yes. I've switched to something a little more my style. I'm a bounty hunter. And this one, and he kind of grabs the guy by like it's like the scruff of his neck, but it's just the cloak hood. This one is on my list. So it
What?
was just to guarantee that he doesn't slip away.
Arata, this is not your fight.
You
Arata,
understand now?
Arata, this is not your fight. This is not your fight, Arata. This is not your fight. Ugh. Any joking disposition Arata has disappeared, and he looks a lot more serious. And he goes, "All right, then tell me what he did."
He did. Hmm. Now say, why don't you tell me what you did? And he actually does kind of turn the guy towards you. And you notice this guy actually looks very scared. Uh, I I'm sorry. I had to rob the place. I couldn't. It's just. And he kind of just starts stammering a bunch. Yes, yes, go on. We'd love to hear it. And all right, oh, come on now. You shouldn't be so scared. You're the one that put yourself in the situation.
Oh, shut up
And
and let him speak. Take a deep breath, my dude.
but
Come on.
this guy has stopped talking and he's only blubbering.
Hey, hey, look at me. Eyes on me. Take a deep breath. Start at the
And
beginning.
this guy actually does take a shuddery breath in and then out. Oh, well, calm down a little. Uh, but I guess I could explain for you. He's wanted for thievery, naturally. Uh,
Their bounty, is it alive or dead?
oh, well, as far as I can recall, they're wanted alive. So, of course, I'm not going to be killing anybody. Jeez. He looks a little disgruntled, but not that much.
Okay, I'm gonna roll insight on the criminal or the alleged criminal.
Okay.
I'm basically trying to figure out because they do sound incredibly nervous, and they did say sorry. So I'm trying to I want Arata to try and engage like how remorseful this person is. Not bad. That's a modified 20.
Oh wow. Uh, so so you can tell that this guy is still trembling. They look rather afraid. Uh, as for remorse, they admittedly they kind of look like they're gonna cry, and you're not sure if it's because they're feeling remorse or if it's because of this dude, or maybe it's both. You have a feeling it's both. Uh, but Nakabe with his free hand pulls out a sheet from his jacket. If you really wanted the wanted poster, here it is. And he places it on the counter. And I'll actually use your insight roll. This poster is legit. It is not forged in any way.
Okay.
Just because I had a feeling it's going to come up, and I'm like, oh, I don't feel like making you roll. Keep going.
And it says like wanted alive.
Yes,
Okay.
it does say wanted alive. It says their name. It says, well, I guess their moniker, if you will. Their like the bounty and what they are wanted for, which one of the options is thievery. There's also breaking and entering, trespassing, etc. So
Arata.
I understand. Huh?
No, continue.
I understand. I probably made a scene, and I apologize for that. But since they're on my list, I couldn't afford to let them get away. So I think it's about time that we both take our leave. What do you think? And he
I'm coming with
smiles
you.
at this cloaked. What? What?
Hi. Any trust you could have gotten from Arata has disappeared already because Arata has decided right now, as he is placing the temporarily closed sign on the counter and turning off the stove, that he is going to follow you to make sure that you do not harm this person.
And uh, oh my. And here I thought we were getting along. Do you not trust me enough?
I just met you.
You've got a point. But you did make some fabulous food. I was totally trusting you.
Yeah,
And he actually gives a bit of a frown.
that was
Like,
until you pulled out a hand axe and scared this guy half to death. Look, look at him. He's shaking.
like a leaf, yes. I'm saying right now, this guy is shaking. Oh,
Look,
well, I
I
mean,
I'm not I'm not stopping you from turning him in and getting your reward or whatever. I just
oh,
just
I'm not interested in the reward. At least, not entirely. It's kind of a bonus. And he kind of sweeps up the wanted poster and kind of puts it back in his coat. It's more about catching criminals. It's important. Give some kind of semblance of order. But if you insist on coming along, I don't mind. Perhaps I can make some more apologies and mend what I've messed up. And he kind of just he shrugs, but he kind of gives this nervous smile, like, yeah. Oh.
Arata's kind of like watching you for a good like minute or two. Uh, but he does grab his bag and like swing it over his shoulder. Um, and he does walk around from behind the counter so that he's in like the actual like dining area. Um, but he is going to follow you. Oh goodness. And he says, we can work out the apologies later.
Oh.
Oh, you're cutting out.
And he
You're
actually
cutting
goes
out.
into his pocket.
You're
Oh,
you're cutting out.
he said that. No, I'm repeating what I said. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
okay.
Yeah, uh, he he said that he forgot something. He goes into his pocket and he pulls out a couple coins. How much? How much was for the meal? I don't like leaving a debt.
Um. Oh fuck! I forgot the prices already. It's been a while, guys.
Oh, yeah, me. It's also been a while.
Arata's not the one keeping the money, so we can just say that Nakabe pays. It's not a lot either way. Um. Um. I'll probably like try to remember later and then message you back. Um.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
No, I don't remember
Me.
it.
I think it was like, wasn't it like a gold bees
I think it
or
was a
something?
I think it was a gold for a drink, and then 3 gold for a
Like
meal.
two for like a.
Two,
Oh, three. Yeah,
2 or 3 for a
it was
meal.
two or three.
Yeah. Don't
Okay,
I
you
don't
know.
I don't remember.
Oh, well, I would feel bad for you to leave this getting cold. He actually motions the guy to sit down. Why don't you have a meal before we go? And in fact, the amount of gold he puts out is enough to cover both of them. I can assure you, it's very good stuff.
Oh, Arata does not trust like that.
And and this other dude is just shaking. You can see as they pick up their spoon, it's like trembling. But he does take a bite. Um, and for a moment, you do see like a little look of, oh, that is nice. I mean, hey, I gotta give you rolled a nat 20 making that.
I rolled
Like,
a bad 20 making that curry. Come on.
it's some good stuff. And you can see, though, as they eat, and I'll still carry that insight roll over. Um,
I dropped my
you've
dice.
noticed under this guy's, uh-oh,
Okay, we're good.
you notice that this guy is actually tearing up a little, kind of crying a little. And and you have a feeling that it might be, it, it could be fear, but it could also be because this food's really good, and you kind of have the strange feeling maybe they haven't eaten so good in a while, so they're just eating.
Oh, I'm trying to figure out what Arata would do. Oh no. Oh no.
Meanwhile, Nakabe looks like just completely relaxed, except obviously for the hand gripping the back of this guy's cloak. It is still gripped there tightly. But the rest of him is totally relaxed, kind of just leaning one arm on the counter. Um, and they're kind of just looking between you and the cloaked guy, and back to you.
Because Arata did move from behind the counter, I think at this point he's gonna he's gonna place himself between two stools right next to this cloaked guy. Um, and shoot, I had what he was going to say in my mind and then I lost it.
No.
Give me a sec, guys. And he says, we're just gonna turn you in and get out of your hair. How about that? You can... Whatever happens next is out of our hands, but... Try to atone for what you did, okay, buddy?
And this this person kind of turns their head a little bit to you. It's tough because they're still being gripped a bit, but you you kind of see this very hope in their eyes as they look at you. Um, and they just give like a very slight nod, and they return to their meal, and they're actually about halfway done.
Arata's still going to, like, stand right there just to make sure that nothing happens while this guy is finishing his food.
And Nakabe kind of looks at you for a moment and then says, "You know, he's only halfway done. You might as well sit down."
Arata just stares at you, Nakabe. I mean, you could too.
I've I've been sitting.
Oh shit, that's right. No, that's an error on me. That's an error on me.
No, I find it funny as a gag. It's like, I've been sitting. Have I been sitting? Ah, I have been sitting.
You have this guy like, by the neck, my dude. I don't think I don't think any of us are in a position to relax. Oh, internet, don't do this to me. Internet, don't do this to me.
Oh no. What is the internet doing?
Oh, it went
Or
to
not
red.
doing?
It went to red. Oh god, I can hear you.
Oh, okay, good. But, he kind of looks from you, Arata, to his hand, who's gripping the cloak, and very, very slowly lets go and places their other arm on the counter.
Mm-hmm. And then Arata kind of moves to sit in the next stool over. He's still watching both of you guys just to make sure that, like, one, Nakabe doesn't try anything, and two, this cloaked figure doesn't run.
So, wait, paint the picture for me.
Okay, so it's Nakabe who's sitting on one side, right?
Yeah.
The cloaked figure is finishing their food. And then on the other side of this cloaked figure, on the next stool over from them is Arata, but he's sitting in a way that's not facing the counter. He's facing directly towards the cloaked figure, so that he can keep them and Nakabe in his line of sight.
And as you do this, Nakabe also turns a bit, so now they're leaning kind of sideways on the counter, and their posture indicates that they're like looking at the guy eating, but you have the strange feeling that their eyes are on you. And for now, it's just silence. The only thing you can really hear is the scraping of the spoon against the plate as this guy slowly but surely finishes his meal. that that was very good. Thank you.
Arata just nods at the cloaked figure, and he kind of looks to Nakabe and then looks back to the cloaked figure, and he goes, "All right, I think we should probably get going now. Come on, buddy."
Ah, yes, look at the time. We really do have to be going. Um, he gets up and he looks at the figure, and the figure kind of scrambles to their feet. And Nakabe kind of puts their arm around them and like just so not gripping their cloak, but just kind of placing their hand on their shoulder. And they lean in a little. You hear them say something to this cloaked person, but it's not in common. They say, "Ah, Dev, takashite no kekara." And Arata, you recognize this immediately. It's Quarry.
Oh shit.
And what this person has said is, now, to dispose of you properly,
Arata's hackles are raised. Oh shit. Uh,
and
yeah,
with
Arata's.
that, they kind of turn them around a little bit. So now they're both facing the exit entrance.
Arata is following this person. I don't care what they say. He is going to follow them.
Ah, yes. So you are coming along.
Of course I fucking
Ah,
am.
good. All right then, off into the night. And they start making their way towards the door, and they still have this person next to them. Um, this you wanna make an insight check
Oh, absolutely. I would adore that.
on either of them. You could do it on both.
I think I'm gonna do
I
it on
don't.
both. Well, we're gonna figure it out from there. I think Arata has, um, no, Arata definitely has his weapon in his bag. Worst comes to worst, Genie can probably pull it out for him. Okay. Oh fuck. Okay. Give me a sec. The way the dice landed, it like bumped into one of the cables for my laptop, so it didn't really land on a number.
It's just kind of like
Okay, there we go.
question marks.
Oh, I am in the wrong gallery. Oops.
Yes, no, we can all see this beautiful roll of an 18. Oh, nice. Um, so you can tell. Actually, I'm thinking now you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm thinking that Arata actually goes kind of in front of them to let them out, and so you can get a good look at the two of them.
Yeah.
You think that's any good,
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah. That works.
um, and uh, I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. Admittedly, I'm kind of looking in the gallery.
Oh, same.
I know, and then Mock's like, "Y'all all right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, we're fine." I'm like, "I'll let you guys handle it." But we love you, Mock. You probably can't hear this, but maybe later. No,
Okay.
you notice with these with the two. Uh, Nakabe is as cool as a cucumber, as far as you can tell. It's kind of tough to tell what they're thinking, especially since they still have the sunglasses on. But as for the cloaked individual, they have actually stopped trembling, but they have this kind of grim look on their face, as if their fate is now sealed.
Not while Arata's
Uh,
here.
but anyway, you guys are now outside of the inn, and I'd like for you to roll perception, please.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh my god.
Is this a good? Oh, it's a good. Oh my god, that's a 22. So well, all right. So it's now night. It's midnight, pretty much. But um so it's kind of dark, but we've got some lamps going on. And they're the well, can I talk? I don't know. The streets are quiet. There aren't very many tunes about. It's not super late,
Yeah,
but maybe it's just kind of empty. It's not very busy.
I will say right here and now, where the last one in is, it's kind of like a back alley area. Not a lot of people, Toon or Real Kind, visit it. So it's a kind
Hmm.
of secluded area. So it would make sense that there aren't a lot of people are out and about.
Yeah. Uh, but I thought I had this pulled up, but I did not. Give me a second. This is that's excuse me while I look up five different things, which I should have looked up earlier. Okay.
Oops.
Whoopsies. Anyways. Okay. Ah. Okay. How nice. Uh so um those are two stealth rolls. Um you uh, uh you thought maybe that you heard some rustling. You're not quite sure what that's about. But as you take a look around, you guys are kind of walking a bit down the way as you guys are headed to wherever you're supposed to be going. Um, uh, but as you pass by one of the alleyways, notice is that is that glitter? That's kind of weird. Um,
Oh, I don't like that. Wick!
and as you kind of look around a little more, you notice a shadow um, on the other
Wick!
side of the street. Um, but this one looks rather boxy in nature. So you can see it, but Nakabe has actually not noticed. I'm just using their passive because I'm lazy. Um, so yes, there's a shadow that kind of streaks across one of the other alleyways that's across the way.
Oh boy. Arata takes note of it, but his primary concern is making sure that this individual uh is all right. the
Uh,
the cloaked one.
the cloaked ones, okay, they're hanging in there. They don't look very comfortable, but it's probably because Nakabe has them pretty much shoulder to shoulder here. Um, oh, is something the matter, Arata? You've been looking around. There isn't really much to see here, though. I like that one. Eh, that's marginally better. Anyways, me rolling stuff.
Yeah, I see you rolling, and then
Anyway,
Arata kind of like looks at Nakabe,
um,
and he kind of just frowns at him, and he just
well,
no, continue.
we're we're just gonna go to the police station. Kind of dull. There is a police station in Toontown, right? I kind of forgot to check.
There is one.
Ah, great. Probably not too far from here. Hopefully. Hold on, wait, I'm gonna roll something. Oh shit! Of course it's on a roll like this. Uh, that's not cover, but that's for survival to know where he's going. And apparently, he just so knows where the police station is.
I guess. Oh my god, that was a nat 20. Okay.
I know it's a nat 20 and it has to be on a stupid survival roll.
how
Like,
I
god
how I
damn
felt with that curry roll.
it. Well, this man may not be perceptive, but I guess he has direction, so. Um, and in fact, it really is rather close by. You have to turn down one or two streets, but soon the three of you approach the police station, which do have their lights on. They're open all the time, I think, right? Is that how it works?
I'm
I
pretty
don't know much
sure
about police station.
I'm pretty sure they're open all the time.
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, hey, you got to catch the night crime, I guess. But you guys head up the steps, and Nakame makes a little gesture like, after you.
I think Arata holds the door open.
And the two of them just kind of walk in. And you follow behind them, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
So so the three of you are now in kind of the lobby-ish of the police station. And there is a clerk that is at the front desk, and they kind of look up from their work. And then they stand up. Is everything okay?
We're turning somebody in.
Oh, oh dear. Um, who exactly? And they actually step around the desk to approach the three of you. You wait. I have to check all of you. You don't have any weapons, do you? And you can see both Nakabe and the hooded figure like sweating. You probably will have to check those in at the front. I mean, this is the front, but I mean the front door. And they kind of point to like a section near the wall. Yeah, you gotta like put your stuff there.
Yeah, I think in that case, Arata pointedly looks at Nakabe, and he puts his bag um he puts his bag at the front, wherever to put it. But he does take out Genie,
Oh,
and lets Genie like climb onto his shoulders.
how cute. Oh. Do they have a name?
Oh yes, this is Genevieve. He'll respond to Genie.
Oh, Genie. Oh, how cute. May I? And they hold out a hand.
Um, Errata kind of like winces and he goes, I'm not sure he doesn't like strangers petting him, but even as he says that, Genie kind of like lowers his head, like, please do not touch me. Please do not treat me like a cat, even though I look like a cat.
Oh, well, I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean to scare them. Are you two done yet? And she she focuses her attention on the other two. You see, you see this hooded figure taking weapon after weapon after weapon. Uh,
Oh my goodness.
you've got like a couple daggers, you've got a scimitar, you've got like you actually have a hand axe. Yeah, it's the gag, all right. You also have the feeling though that most of these items probably aren't theirs. They're probably stolen.
Honestly, that checks
So
out.
they kind of just like they hold open like a portion of their cloak and they're just shaking it and the stuff comes out. Um, Meanwhile, Nakabe has only placed down what looks like a pretty heavy crossbow, uh, as well as the hand axe from earlier. Uh, but as the two of them come walking back, this clerk pipes up, what about, and she points to like kind of a spot behind her back, referencing Nakabe's case. Oh, oh, that. Oh, it's just a guitar. Hmm. And uh, they kind of narrow their eyes a little. They
Can
they
I
do the
roll
thing
insight
that
on this?
they they do the thing where like they kind of walk around the individual. They walk around Nakabe like, well, I would feel much better if you put that by the door. That's all. Besides, we're not here for a performance. We're here for uh uh detainment? Detainment. Detention.
uh, and Arata just
um
goes, come on, man, I dropped my entire bag. You can too.
Frowns, but then shrugs, goes over and shrugs off the bag and places it down. And then joins the other three of you. All right, so now that we have our weapons stashed away over there, now we can figure things out. So, who are you? And she kind of points to each of you. Who are all of you? How did you apprehend this individual? And
Uh,
points at the cloaked one.
Arata goes, it came by where I work. Uh, they're a bounty hunter. Apparently, they're a criminal.
Nakabe nods. Yes, I was having the most delightful meal at their establishment when this one showed up. And the cloaked one just kind of shudders a little, but then nods, like, yeah, okay. Oh, okay. Well, uh, we don't really have too many people on staff right now. It is a little late, but I can take them off your hands. There was a wanted poster for that, right? And Nakabe is very quick to pull out the wanted poster. Yeah, that matches. All right. Well, I can certainly take them into custody. Thank you very much for your help. And but as for the bounty, I don't know if I can I don't know if I have access to that right now. And they have kind of walked back around to the front desk. They're kind of looking through a couple of files. There is kind of like a maybe there's like I don't know if you could see that from there actually, but Roll perception. Me. Roll perception, please.
Rolling perception.
um,
That's a modified
and
19.
actually, if you would like, you can also roll perception for Genie with advantage.
Genie, I didn't open his stat block. Give me a sec.
Me eager to let this cat in on this.
You said with advantage?
Yes, with advantage.
Is it scent based? Or
It is scent based.
okay. Okay, so this is the first roll. Oh my god.
Uh huh. Uh
The second
huh.
roll was
Yes,
a nat
let's
20.
go. Oh boy. All right. So for the listeners, the first one was a 13. The second one was a 23. That's a nat 20. Holy shit. Oh, and Arata got a 19.
Yeah.
So, but the place is pretty empty, Arata. Um, but you actually do have a little bit of a view of like a safe of sorts. So like you're guessing maybe that's where they keep the money to give for bounties. And in fact, you see the clerk kind of going over, taking a look at it, looking at a couple of papers, taking another look at it. They actually have like the wanted poster in their hand just to make sure. Uh, but Genie, oh boy. So I would love to describe each of the smell profiles of these people. But the I have to say right now, the cloaked one does not smell good. They uh they kind of smell like trash.
Oh, the poor guy.
I
Ah.
know. And they do smell like a little like net, kind of like if you've been around like rust and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Um, yeah. So Nakabe, Nakabe does smell a little bit like the inn. So they smell a little like curry. You can kind of catch a little bit of curry from the cloaked one too.
Yeah.
Um, and but you also can detect hints of a metallic odor, kind of similar to is that blood, as well as whiffs of gasoline. And uh, as for this clerk individual, you're not quite sure what the smell is. It smells a little sweet. Huh. It seems familiar. In fact, it feels as if you've smelled this person before, but that's strange. You've just met them.
I think there's already. I think at this point, Arata has made a mind link with Genie, so they're kind of relaying this information together. Um, Arata takes another look at the clerk, um, and he goes, "Hey, sorry, you look kind of familiar. Have we met before?"
And they kind of furrow their brow a little. Huh. I mean, I don't think. Have I met you? I mean, and they kind of squint their eyes a little. I may have seen you before, but oh, I don't know if you've seen me. Oh, it's a bit.
Was that a
So,
deception?
yeah, it is a deception.
Yeah,
I will tell you, it's a deception.
there's no way they're gonna be a nat 20.
That was a nat 20 on that.
Either way, Arata doesn't trust like that. So
Just like that.
the lie may be very, very good, but Arata doesn't trust like that.
Oh, remember now. I must have met you in uh, uh what was that? That case at the gallery, right? That really weird museum. I must have been there.
In the Uncanny Valley?
Yes, yes, yes. Um, you had that other one with you, one of my colleagues. So that must be where you know you from.
Arata kind of, Arata kind of like stares for a good moment, and his brow furrows. Cause like there wasn't a woman there. He's just hello.
Hello. Um, but anyway, they kind of just shrug. Well, it was a very good thing you did there, and they've actually started unlocking the safe. They take out kind of a sack of coins, close it up real quick, um, and they go over. So, since both of you caught them, I'm assuming that you
Give it
split
to
the.
Nakabe.
Oh, well, that's rather generous of you. You can partake if you'd like.
It was your bounty. I told you I'm not getting in the way of it.
He kind of gives a shrug. Okay, and this clerk hands the money over to Nakabe. Ah, well, thank you very much, and I trust you will keep them well. And gestures to the cloaked one. Oh, yes, we'll keep them in a we'll keep them in detainment for a bit until until the sergeant comes back. And
Rada's gonna roll another insight. I know that deception, but like, he doesn't trust this. There are so many bad vibes here, man.
I have to say you can roll that one with advantage, and I will explain why
Oh, he's gonna need it.
after you roll.
He's gonna need it. That was his first roll.
Oh my god!
Alright.
I have to say, just because I do kind of want to reveal. We have time. Yeah, I could. So so yeah, you're still pretty sus of them, but what really tips you off is that it took a little bit, but Jeannie now recognizes the scent of this individual. Um, they don't know who it is per se, but they do know that sweet, kind of earthy smell. It's bourbon. Anyways, so the clerk kind of gets a pair of handcuffs. All right, turn around. Lift
And as
a
they
few up.
do, Arata's going to say one more thing. You've never been to Knick Knack Town, have you?
Ever been where, dear? You cut off.
Oh, Knick Knack
Sure.
Town.
Knick-knack town. Oh, I was there for a performance once.
Like, you were doing the performing, or you saw a performance?
Well, I, I saw a performance. How come? And they kind of tilt their head as they click the other handcuff into place.
Um. Hmm. Give me a sec. I'm trying to figure out how he would word this. Um. And I'm trying to debate whether or not he would roll deception. Oh, God. Give me. Oh, Arata! We're almost to 2 hours already. Come on.
Not quite. We're closer to an hour and a half.
Arata.
It's like, Arata, please give me something.
Arata. Um. Arata kind of, there's not much he can do. He's just a restaurant boy.
I'm just a poor boy.
Yeah, there's not a lot he can do. He can't, like, ask for credentials. Um, he can't fucking,
I mean, you can, but like, that would be kind of weird.
no, that would be weird because, again, he's, um, okay. I think, in that case, Arata just goes, yeah, I saw a performance at Knickknack Town too, a couple months back. Um,
Uh, they kind of raise their eyebrows a bit. Oh, really? What kind of performance?
well, it was kind of acrobatic. There was some magic involved. Um, there was a trick involving a child and a gun.
Oh, and they actually kind of grimace a little. That just sounds dangerous. I don't think I would really like something like that.
Yeah, I didn't
So,
like
are
it
we
that much
done here?
either. Um,
Naka's just looking between the two of you. Well, you saw me hand him over. Now I think I can skedaddle.
yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Oh, well, in that case, he actually goes into his jacket pocket and takes out a little business card. Now, I know we got off on the wrong foot, but if you have any experimental dishes that you would like me to try, oh, I would love to. And he holds out a business card.
Arata kind of takes it like he's not really sure about it, but he takes it anyway and he kind of looks it over and he's just like, yeah, I'll be sure to do that.
Oh, good. Actually, maybe I should make you something. Oh, I can't wait to have you for dinner sometime. And he kind of turns on his heel and starts walking away. I'll make you something scrumptious, that's for sure. And have a good night. And he opens the door and just walks out.
Arata, like, waits a long moment trying to make sure that Nakabe is, like, gone. I'm not sure if there's, like, a window or anything.
Yes, there are like windows all along the front. I'm assuming you guys are still near the front of the building, so you can see this guy just kind of. You can kind of see him whistling as he walks away. He did pick up his bag. I forgot.
Yeah.
He picked up his stuff, and he's just strolling off into the distance.
Um,
That guy was kind of weird. But hey, not the strangest bounty hunter. We actually have a few these days. But
no,
so, do you need someone to walk you home, dear?
No, that's quite alright. I actually had another question for you.
Uh, a question?
Yeah.
Do you mind if I put this individual away though first? You're probably tired of standing.
Yeah,
And She kind of turns to the cloaked one, who is just kind of they kind of nod a little bit, like, yeah, I'm tired.
Um, yeah, hang in there, buddy. And they kind of just let Arata just kind of lets them like take uh I don't know if this is a good idea. Oh my fucking god.
Well, I will tell you this: as you let them go, you notice that the detainment cell is actually not far away. It's within your line of sight.
Okay. In that
So they kind of just they open the gate, they usher the guy in, and then they close it. Or or maybe they I don't know how protocol works here. Do I have to like un uncuff them first and then put them there? I don't remember. The point is they're in there now. And the clerk comes back. All right. Is there something you needed?
yeah. Um. Do do the names Roxy or Annie sound familiar to you? As the
Uh
baby starts making noise.
I know I hear. You go, baby. Doing your thing, having fun. But they look thoughtful. Uh, and then say, you know, they, I think they do. I've certainly heard them before. Ah, they're one of the performers.
Mm.
They are, right? I
Yeah,
think so.
yeah,
That troupe has a lot of names.
yeah, yeah. They were. Um, I don't know if they still are, but yeah.
Well, I don't really keep up much. Theater going is kind of a hobby. But if you'll excuse me, I suppose I'll be going back to my desk. And well, I hope you have a good night. Okay.
Yeah, you too. Um, Arata goes to pick up his bag, uh, and he lets Genie jump into it, um, and he leaves. But instead of going, to, it's instead of instead instead of going back to the inn, I think he's going to make a beeline for the House of Paint to find Sammy.
Oh God. Wait, are we doing this now, or is this in a
No,
different thing?
not
What are we
right now,
doing?
cause like not like right now, cause like he's just like he just has so many bad vibes. The fact that there was a turban, oh god.
Ooh, actually, would you would you like to make one last perception check?
Yes, absolutely, I would love to. Woo! Not a nat 20, but damn if it ain't good.
Wow, 24. Um, I would like to say that
Yeah, we're not doing another FPS today.
as as you are heading away from the station, you can still see a little bit through the windows. You notice the clerk actually getting back up and heading towards the detainment cell. But of course, as you're walking away, that is all you get to see.
Oh, Arata doesn't trust like that. Arata doesn't trust like that.
I mean, you've got two options. You could keep going. I mean, if you want to try to I don't know.
Oh, oh, for nearing 2 hours, Wick. We're already nearing two
I
hours.
know. I'm kind of pushing it. I'm sorry about that.
No, but like, oh, Arata. Oh, Arata. Yeah, you fucking would. You fucking would. Um,
I mean, I had to give that to you with that 24. Like,
no, I. Oh!
are you okay? Please do not be too much in distress.
No, no, I'm fine. But like, Arata doesn't trust like this. Like straight up and down, he doesn't trust like this. He would be the kind of person to try and sneak into the police station to make sure that this person is all right. Worst comes to worst, he would try to break this guy out.
Uh, so, would you like to stealth it?
Yeah. Uh. Oh, Mother Pecker extraordinaire.
Uh-huh. Oh, shit. 19 plus 5, 15 plus 9. Oh, gosh. So, uh, so I have to say, you kind of like do a loop around so that you can kind of go alongside this place. Um, and of course, with that 24, they do not notice that you are outside. There are ample windows so you can take a look. There may not be a door per se, but you can peer into the windows. Um, uh, and as you do so, you you see the clerk unlocking the gate of, of the detainment cell. Um, they look kind of confused. They get up and they kind of slowly walk out. And the clerk puts a hand on their shoulder and pats them as if a comforting gesture. You notice the two of them exchange a couple words, and then they they, they point closer to the front. You can follow along with them if you would like, because they now are heading that way.
Yeah. Is it alright if I keep the same stealth roll then?
Oh yeah, I wasn't gonna make you roll again.
Okay, cool. So he's gonna follow them.
And as you do so, so you're kind of crouched around the front. Um, what was your last perception roll? I don't feel like making you roll.
I think that was the 24 with the 19 plus 5.
Oh shit, yeah, okay. So um, you also notice someone slip in through the front door, quite literally. Um, but you recognize this person, and you realize this is Emmer. Um,
Emmer?
they slip into the place. Yes. Uh, they slip in, and you see them near the front door, and you see Emmer go up to the cloaked one and give them a hug. They're kind of holding them by the shoulders. It looks like they exchange a few words. And then they they kind of talk a little with the clerk, who gives them a nod and wave. And the two of them open the doors, the front doors, and they go running off.
Holy shit. Does Emmer come
So
out of the station or
yeah, yeah. Emmer, and the cloaked one left the station. The clerk did not.
okay. Is Emmer still around?
Um,
Or do
it
did both of them run off?
um, it looks like the two of them have run off. You did see where they went, but to catch up, it would be tough. But you could possibly.
think Arata is relieved with just the fact that, like, Emmer just fucking left. He can talk to the troop. He knows how to contact the troop later if needed. But I do think he's probably gonna find Sammy because holy shit, a lot just happened tonight.
You're just like, all right, you know what? I gotta go.
um,
So, so, yeah, that's that's about all you see. I mean, you actually see the clerk return to their desk and kind of start writing. But otherwise, that's all there is to see.
all right. Yeah, and then in that case, Arata's just gonna start heading in the direction of the garden and try to find the House of Peyton. Try to find Sammy if he's there. God.
And as you do so, we kind of pan out past the station, past the inn, and kind of we kind of have like a little horizon view. And yeah, that's it. Uh, 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 Thank you very much for sticking around. Sorry it took a while, but um, I hope you had fun. And
Wick!
thank you very much, listeners, for tuning in. And we'll see you in the next one. Would you like to say goodbye?
Ah! Okay, goodbye.
All right,
Bye!
I'll take that as a bye.